So yeah, you can jump in already as I set up the last few things.
I am an old man and cannot stand for more than a minute.
You young ass devil.
Right. So Emma is not playing my wilderness reclamation list, which means
Not at all.
which means I will be complaining about every single difference between hers and mine.
Are you playing Underworld Breach?
No, but that
Are
might
you playing
actually,
Thousand Year Storm?
No.
Then you are strictly inferior. You're not playing Thousand Year Storm. I don't like it, and I don't like it.
I think I heavily disagree with that.
I mean, I'm not saying your version is worse. I'm saying you're inferior because of wilderness reclamation.
Well, I feel inferior for many reasons.
However, in the meantime, Emma is developing.
Yes.
That is a shock to the grave.
Arboreal. So the 1 win condition is gone.
Why did the shock go to the grave? Oh yeah, off of thirst for meaning.
Yeah,
that's fine. I mean, Emma wants to win off the Underworld Breach anyway.
Getting rid of the root snare, I think, as well, which is
also not relevant in
the match at all, except for maybe stopping a Corvold lethal at some points, but not
something you want to have early.
Right.
Although to be fair, just running out the devil on turn 3 as he does now, and then just attacking with this is great. Could you close the door?
Yeah, obviously.
Don't completely close it because of the cables, but just push it against it. Yeah. In the meantime, shimmer of possibility.
Again.
Emma looking for interesting stuff.
So, as you may have missed, Emma got to... So usually what you want to do is you want to Wilderness Reclamation and immediately use the mana, which Emma wasn't quite able to do there. So, and now she has
to get the time to wait.
Right. I'm wondering, do we have deck lists? Can I look at deck lists at some point? In the background here somewhere?
Sure, yeah, no problem.
Because I'm curious, does she play many Chemist's Insights? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Here you have Emma's list.
Okay.
She plays 4 Chemisters Insight, 4
wow,
Thirst Remaining. So a lot of card draw. In the meantime, Pepijn getting in for 3, Mayhem Devil beats, follow up with a Witch Stalker. And he's just... Ironically, Emma tossed away a Root Snare, and Pepijn is just attacking with creatures.
I love this card. It's great in Wilderness Reclamation. Very good choice.
Which one?
The green Once in Future.
Oh, Once in Future, right. Yeah.
Love it.
Where is it gone?
It exiles the moment you cast it. So she's putting
okay,
it next to...
She's putting it off screen.
Okay. There we go.
Alright, so an attack for 3 again. Anyway, no, we're still in the same turn where Pepijn already attacked.
Yeah.
And I think that's just Emma picking up a Root Snare.
I think she's gotten a second...
Oh no, it's a second
That's going to be good.
Yeah, the problem is though, Emma has only Simic mana. She has no red mana yet, so she's not even close to comboing off.
But that's fine. I think red mana. Sure, mana, even in her deck, I think might be overrepresented. I don't think you need that much red.
No, I completely agree. The fact is, however, from Pepijn's side, right?
Oh yeah,
he doesn't have to fear about Emma coming off next turn.
Right.
And she's going to go for the Thirst for Meaning. Doesn't want the second Reclamation yet because she's not doing anything with it anyway. She's looking for that red mana. She did now find.
It is kind
of. She might
odd.
even discard the second Reclamation. Yes, and there we go. She's building up her hand.
I'm not sure if I agree with that. I think I would have just tossed away two lands. You get way much more mana out of a second Reclamation that you're going to get out of 2 lands.
Sure. But she does need to hit a critical amount of mana. She has to have 6 lands.
Yeah.
Because she has to hit the 1,000 Year Storm.
Yeah.
So she can't just say
I don't
want to draw.
That makes sense. Okay.
And here's an attack for 7 by Pepijn. Emma will chump 3 damage with the Grazer, either way, and go down to 14. And there's a second Witch Stalker. And Pepijn is just on the good old beatdown plan.
Please tell that dude to change his password code ASAP. I think this is what you're talking about. I think you're that dude.
Where?
That.
Oh yeah. I know.
Somebody
I know that. Yeah, it's my my iPad, which is being used for the deck lists being shared between players. And yes, I did realize I will have to change my unlock code now. So thanks for that, Pepijn.
Though to be fair,
there's granted.
There's granted. Now, I will say, if someone goes through the trouble of now stealing your iPad based on a Magic the Gathering stream from with 60 viewers. I think that is an effort that should be rewarded in some way.
No, it really shouldn't. It really shouldn't be rewarded.
Okay, well.
Plus, I'm too OPSEC-minded to.
Okay, makes sense.
To leave it like this.
Okay, well, agree to disagree.
You're not in the tech sector, so you don't.
That makes sense. That's
right. So
yeah,
5,
I guess that's
hypothesical. Like hypothesical, you're man devil, but you draw a card. No, hypothesical. Sure. In response, Pepijn is gonna.
I think we're gonna see a root snare get tossed here because she's got a bit too many going.
With 2 4/4s in play.
Judge, there's a judge.
There's a judge call.
There's a judge.
They have the sign. There we go. Our judge should be on the way soon enough.
What do you think the question is going to be?
The sacking of the Mayhem Devil in response to the hypothesical.
Yeah.
Which has no relevance on it because hypothesical doesn't target a creature on cast. It just draws 2
you've
cards.
Already drawn the cards. It's
and
not gonna.
Once you've drawn the cards and you discard it, then you get a delayed trigger, which does 4 damage.
Exactly.
But we'll see. We'll see what it.
He's going to get the ping. It's going to be,
Yep. Do it after agreeing to resolving though. Yeah, but and again in actual tournament Magic, in competitive Magic would be absolutely correct. However, since
actually,
this is the Invitational,
I mean,
it is a lot looser in that regard. I mean, go ahead, Koba.
No, yeah. I mean, there's nothing to say there. It really is sort of gentlemanly. But resolving hypothesis is always
the dude can agree to resolve the hypothesical. However, you get response to the targeting of the devil by the hypothesical.
Do you?
Because it's a trigger. If I should probably just be more active in putting cards up so that I can read them.
Yeah.
And actually give correct information. Hypothesical.
No, you've got hypothesical. It's
hypothesical. Hypothesical manizzle.
No, it's without the R. Putting in R's.
There's no R in there.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
When you do discard from it.
To target creature.
Yeah. So this is a trigger and you only choose the creature target when it's resolved, as far as I'm sure.
Okay.
And this is not even regular RAL. We are being far more lenient in putting triggers that were missed on the stack and even going so far as to make sure that players resolve their things correctly, even if neither player realizes a trigger was missed, because this is about showcasing the meta, showcasing the decks, not so much about perfect technical play.
Yeah, it's for your viewing pleasure, really.
Exactly.
I hope you find all of this very pleasurable as such.
And Chocolate Girl has it perfect. It's relaxed.
That's a pretty good one. Actually, I'll give that. That's good.
So, I'm assuming things got resolved correctly?
I assume so as well. Yeah, there's a...
but...
Was the ping? Did someone resolve the ping? I don't know.
Oh, no. Pepijn ended up not sacrificing the devil.
Oh, yeah. So, it's not turn. Yeah, okay.
Huh.
I think he just... knowing Pepijn, he might have just sort of taken the L there.
Yeah, fair. Which is incorrect, but whatever. There's a root snare number 1, which is fine. Here's a cat. But I mean, Pepijn is also just like whatever because he has cat plus devil in hand. Right. So, yeah.
I'm wondering, was it correct to root snare there, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If you take the 8, you go down to 6.
Right.
You could be dead to a lot of things.
Right.
Yeah, no ping happened because no sacrifice happened. CR death, so that's all fine.
I agree, but I thought I'd be a good co-host.
No, of course. Of course. No. Like any kind of interesting questions about plays and whether the things are correct or not is obviously good because the players don't get to support their plays with an explanation, which we do get to do for them.
Exactly.
So there we go. Emma goes back up to 14 off of that life gain land.
Very relevant, actually. I've found in the Wilderness Reclamation decks the life gain on the dual lands.
There's a Tamiyo. So we have the Shock in the graveyard, the 1 Reclamation in play, and now a Tamiyo to go find the Breach or the Storm.
So I think the awkward thing is I think you have to get back a root snare here.
Assuming she doesn't have any in hand, yes.
Assuming she doesn't, right?
In response to the Tamiyo? Oh yeah, in response to the Tamiyo activation, Pepijn is going to kill the Tamiyo. That's fine. Let me just we don't need Tamio anymore.
So she took back Hype Sizzle, which I
She took back
assume...
Hype Sizzle? Oh, the card is still up there, so that's great.
What's happening? What? So,
What?
are you demonstrating... Yeah, Niels is demonstrating what we can do here.
He just wants us to take him... Yeah, that's fair.
I hope you don't get any vertigo from that. But, should be...
13 is correct. Cat is not combat damage. Yeah, for sure.
Why is he at 12? 13's... Wait. What are we talking about here?
I'm assuming that Emma should have been at 13 after Pepijn's turn because of the cat, and she wasn't. Okay.
I don't quite get the... I don't see the relevant... Oh.
Buntu? Okay.
So what? Before Pepijn does anything, what are you sacking here?
Before Pepijn taps the nibble once.
Yeah. What are you sacking here?
Both foods.
Both foods?
Yeah, I just go for both foods and like 2 lands.
Yeah.
At most.
You wouldn't keep any of the sort of food around just in case you get another cat.
No, you could, if you. I mean, for Emma to live, she has to sacrifice the Witch Stalker. Oh, she has to kill one or both of the Stalkers or have the Root Snares. Ben could always churn a Witch Stalker to make more food. I think that's completely fine. But I think there's an argument to be made for just sacrificing the cat.
It's here we, by the way, learn that again Emma was correct and I wasn't. You had to get back there, the Hype Sizzle back there, because otherwise you would have been dead now. Yeah.
I would have also brought that up, but then the issue happened. So
yeah.
Okay, so Ben does go for a couple of lands, the cat, and 1 food, which is actually just strictly more correct than sacrificing both food.
Exactly.
Because this isn't. Yeah, that was a dumb assessment of mine, and that is an omen for Pepijn, meaning that he is in position to next turn do a lot of damage.
Right.
In many different ways, right? So Omen needs to deal with the creatures on board.
Yeah.
And needs to deal with Pepijn, who can go Omen, pick back up a devil, play the devil, sack some stuff, and ping you to death.
Exactly.
And she's already at a virtual 2 because of the cat coming back.
Right.
All right. Pepijn passes the turn.
I think it's very easy. Either you've got to jumpstart the Chemist's Insight there, and now it's a question of can you...
This is on end step, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's have a quick look at what Emma looks like as she's digging. Okay, she's untapping. Drawing a card. What have we found?
Yeah, so, I don't know, but I don't think in Emma's build there's any way to get out of this, right?
Out of this situation? Winning here?
Yeah.
Well, like, if you can win on the spot, if you go untap land, Underworld Breach, 1,000 Year Storm, and you try to win,
but
that might work.
How do you get 1,000 Year Storm and an Underworld Breach here?
By playing an untap land. I see the Storm in hand already.
I thought she already played land. Wasn't she at 6 mana last turn?
I thought she was at 7, but
we'll
see.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But it is likely that
I'm not paying that well. I'm not paying very much attention to this game for someone who's supposed to be casting.
In the meantime, I'll give you a view of our Lord and Savior Buntu, who was played earlier. Botu, yes, that's exactly what I want to see.
No, Bomb2, that would be a good.
I mean, he is a bomb.
He is a bomb. You gotta. I'll do a bit of scrolling there. There we go.
Okay, thank you.
There he is.
Thank you.
He's got a code of conduct as well as a privacy policy.
So that's what we got last turn. Pepijn sacrificing the chosen number of permanents, which was 4, and drawing 4 cards. When Bontu dies, trick clause is not as relevant, since most of the time when Bontu comes down, it's to close out the game. Bontu in combination with Mayhem Devil, of course, represents a lot of face damage.
And even without Mayhem Devil triggers, I found that a 5/6 menace often can do the trick.
It's often a good idea to just turn 5, play Bontu, sack some stuff to draw some more cards, but just have your 5/6 against decks with not a lot of big removal.
Yeah.
But anyway, Emma seems to be Granteding again. Goes to look for a non-creature card. What is she getting from the sideboard?
Can we take a look at the sideboard?
Yeah, absolutely. So Hypothesis is gone. Pause for reflection. She has a fog in the sideboard that she can go and get.
And
that's about it.
He's got double fry, which I can appreciate, but
yeah,
not
I
very
agree
relevant.
what you're talking about. Also, how is that? work?
Yeah, I think she should be fine when it comes to uncommons.
Yeah, it's correct. Anyway, so
the Wilderness Reclamation deck is generally sort of starving for uncommons, so you can do some funky
Pepijn
stuff.
on end step brings back the cat, goes down to 2, sacks the cat again. What? Oh yeah, he's bringing. Okay.
Yeah, he's revealed the omen and.
All right.
Right.
Well, let's have a look at our players. What did I just do? Pepijn looking mighty.
Do we have to go back to us now, or
we're going to go back to the decks?
Okay, deck 1, deck 2.
Which is...
Do you guys like us figuring out the...
Yeah,
there we go.
Alright, so let's make this baby smaller.
No, this is not her deck.
I know.
Okay.
I need to make this smaller and replace it with the correct deck. You know what? We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
So first things first, we'll have a look again at Emma's deck, which we've seen before.
Yeah.
Right? And consider her options for sideboarding.
Right.
Because Return to Nature and Negates, those are obvious. Those are cards that are really good here. Right?
The Negates as well, you think? It's Wilderness Reclamation. You got to be very careful what you bring in, because you want to be able to keep the engine going, right? So
no, good point. Maybe you just bring it to Return to Natures.
I personally would definitely try and cut like maybe a Thirst for another for the Hype Sizzle. I think
the Hypothesis main, yeah.
I think bring the Hype Sizzle in main is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
What maybe no. What's Pause for Reflection? What does that do again?
It's a fog as well.
Oh yeah, it's a 3-mana fog. Yeah. No, don't want to do that.
I doubt it as well. I don't think it's good. No, I think you're actually hitting the nail on the head there with just bringing a couple of cards like Return to Nature. Pepijn, on the other hand, has a lot more options.
Yeah, you want to bring
as well the Return to Natures, obviously.
All 3, yeah.
Since everything works on the.
Yeah.
Yes.
Reclamations.
Yes, exactly. So the Return to Natures, but you also want the Duresses.
Yeah, you definitely want the Duress.
You definitely can bring in the Omen of the Dead as well.
Depends. Depends on what you want to cut. You want to cut both Fiends. You've already got
4 Spark Harvests.
Yeah.
For sure. You cut both Dragonfires. For sure.
Yeah.
So you at very least have 6 slots there for your 3 Duress through Return to Nature. I'm thinking
I would bring in a 4th Duress as well. So I would go for 7. Can we just
you also want to bring in Heartfires though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I would bring in Heartfires before I do Omen of the Dead.
Yeah.
So I would cut both Footlight Fiends maybe.
Right. I can see that.
So that's 6, 8. That gets us to 8. So we could do 3 Return to Nature, 4 Duress, 1 Heartfire.
Yeah, that sounds about correct. That sounds about correct. All right, let's have a look at our players.
Oh, one more card. Does the Golgari dual spell? Does he get to remove enchantments as well, or just artifacts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It does.
So you want to keep that? Yeah.
All right. So, as you see, our players shuffling up. And
that's us. Okay.
Yeah. We're in screen as well, buddy. We're in screen as well.
Okay.
So I'd use Niels's fancy transition where we can see the preview, but I have no clue how to turn that on. So we're just using this until the players are ready.
Right.
But so having seen game 1, who do you think is in general favored in the matchup?
I think it's got to be Food.
Yeah.
Honestly. So I've won. No, actually, I was going to win against Pepijn once in this exact matchup, but I screwed something up in the very end. So usually, what wins you this game is, just going very quickly. I think so. Getting to an X damage spell and sort of really as early as possible before they can.
Which is more difficult than Emma's build because she needs a combination
she
of more
needs 6
cards.
mana at the very least to get something going, and the fact that all of that is sort of gets targeted by both your win con as well as that what makes your deck turn gets targeted by enchantment removal, of which Pepijn has 4 copies at least. That's gonna be tough.
Okay, yeah, I can totally see that. All right, let's get back into the match. Players are shuffling up. We have even started. Then let us go back to the top-down view.
There we go.
And Pepijn clearly doesn't agree with you, Koba. Keeps in the Footlight Fiends.
What do I know? I am
What do you
not
know
exactly.
But I can totally see where you're coming from, especially if he is boarding out the Spark Harvest. But on the other hand, sacrificing a Footlight Fiend to a Heartfire is 5 damage to the face.
Right.
So it's very relevant.
Yeah.
Yep. So for now, here we are.
Looking at the opening hands, I can see Pepijn with a pretty strong one.
Okay.
He's gonna have some hard time figuring out both the Mayhem Devil and the Witch Stalker, because mana-wise that obviously lines up rather difficult. It's sort of difficultly. No, I can't do this. No.
Interestingly.
Yeah.
We could just use that.
Interestingly.
Anyway, an attack with the Devil has set Emma back down to 20, and now Pepijn gets to attack again to set her down to 19. And
I think you go for the Mayhem Devil now, right?
Yeah. You go for the Mayhem Devil.
And here comes
a Thirst for Meaning.
Okay, Thirst.
Because Emma does not have creature counter spells in the sideboard. She only has
Devious
access
Cover
to
Up,
negates.
right?
Oh yeah, Devious Cover Up, sure, but not the 3 mana creature spell counters.
Right.
And I see 2 Planeswalkers in Pepijn's hand as well.
I do not get the binning of the Wilderness Reclamation. I would, sell family members to get a Wilderness Reclamation in hands.
But
even if I have another one. But I get it. Yeah, I get it.
I sure hope your brother isn't watching.
Yeah, well, no.
You have a sibling, right?
Yeah, I have a sibling. I have a younger brother.
Yeah.
He watched last year.
Yeah, see, that's what I remember. Anyway, here's an attack for 4, and the clock is on. Now, Pepijn has to choose whether he wants to deploy his 4-mana Planeswalker or a fetch land. He does choose to deploy the Planeswalker. Question is, did Emma bring in the negates? No. Can Pepijn hit the Wilderness Reclamation? No.
No.
Absolutely not. Read your cards, buddy.
Well, you think he was planning to?
Yeah.
Okay.
He pointed at the Reclamation. He was like, oh, no, that doesn't work. But that's fine. That's fine, because you just uptick.
Yeah, do you sack the Footlight or don't you?
In this situation, I wouldn't. No, I would just uptick and pass.
No, agreed.
Pepijn does not agree.
Yet again, me and Pepijn never can agree on Footlights.
Yeah.
Never.
So that's 2 damage to Emma, and he draws a card.
We will get to that question in a minute there.
Wait, I should be more active in showing cards.
Yeah.
Vraska. Golgari Queen.
You are used to an Azerty.
No, I use both. But I didn't realize this was Komachi keyboard.
Okay.
There we have Vraska, Golgari Queen.
Yeah, we have a nice one.
Okay, she should be at 6. All right. And there's a duress of that Vraska activation.
Just in time.
That is impressive.
That's brutal.
That is very hard for Emma.
What is a Muffin Top? That's a
very
good question.
I asked Niels as well, and he was like, he didn't want to say or something. I don't know. Anyway, a second Devil as well.
I have a feeling it's going to be something naughty.
It might be. We're not going to look it up. Pepijn is going to sack a land for this? Wow.
This is... And he's got Liliana. He's got Liliana in hand. I don't...
Yeah, but I still agree, because Vraska going up...
Oh, I get it, because next turn you can just sack a land and you win the game. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Wow, okay. So the second Reclamation has come down.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to bother you, but a Muffin Top...
I saw it already. I've read it already.
Do you want to discuss it, or...?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't think there's any need to discuss what a Muffin Top is, and I think given this definition, we should not be calling people Muffin Tops.
That makes sense, yeah.
Even though it does sound cute. Okay, there's a Root Snare. Stopping the attack of the Mayhem Devils.
Good.
Emma's at 6, so the Vraska uptick won't do anything yet, except put Vraska in ultimate range, but...
Yeah.
I mean... Emma is dead to the attack anyway.
Yeah.
So wait, what do you have? We have Oven plus Footlight Fiend. That's 3.
Yeah.
You can't tap a forest for that, Pepijn.
What did you do?
I think he's trying to tap a forest for... That doesn't work.
That's not going to work.
Yeah.
Judge,
if you're listening, give it a second to make Pepijn realize that he tapped the wrong mana, and if he doesn't realize, please go and... correct him. In the meantime, Return to Nature is being used on the... Well, in response to the Footlight Fiend, Return to Nature is being used on the Oven. Ben is probably considering whether or not to sacrifice a Devil.
I wouldn't.
I think I would. Oh, Pepijn decides not to. And we have our judge running up to make sure that the correct mana is paid.
Because with the two Mayhem Devils, you have a pretty straightforward clock here. You just tick up Vraska every turn.
Yeah. No, fair point.
Except when this happens, obviously.
Fair point. All right, and now the judge can make sure that the correct mana is tapped. There you go. And we can just play on from there. Okay. Thank you to the judge for doing that. Okay, now when there's some ovens so baking and pastries in the oven. Oh, right. Okay. I was going to do that earlier, and then something happened and I forgot. Right. I will do that. In the meantime, Kobe.
Yes, I'll do my usual mumbling. So I'm not sure what Emma's last card is there, but it's got to be a pretty good one. It's going to be, boy, that's going to be good cards.
Yeah. So I see a lot of lines for Pepijn to win the game, and I don't see a whole lot of them for Emma. Because she's also 1 mana short from having a shot at winning the game herself.
Which is Breach and
I mean, she only has 1 card in hand anyway, so this is tricky.
Do we know what that 1 card is? Because
no, it looked to me like it was a Root Snare.
Because if we're going to be very honest here, I mean, she needs both rares in order to close this out.
Yes. Okay, so Food off the Trail
as well as a land. So.
Food off the Trail Crumbs. That's 2 damage.
Yeah.
Here's an attack. It was indeed a Root Snare. So now Pepijn knows that the field is clear, basically.
Yeah.
So you could sack the food, ping her down to 1, but just for now passes the turn, which makes sense. And Emma's top deck is the Shock,
the 1 shock,
the 1 shock in the deck, the win condition, but it's not good enough. Pepijn de Greze wins it 2-0.
Yeah.
Emma cleared it out over the aggressive deck that she was so glad about, that she was very unfavored against. Comes into a matchup where she's also unfavored, sadly, because Pepijn just puts pressure on so many different angles that she can interact with.
Yeah, non-combat damage pressure combined with
exactly
discards and disenchant effects.
She still needs the Root Snares to get to the kill, but when she does, it is sadly just gonna get run into the actual abilities of the creatures. Okay,
right. I'll get out.
Niels,
of here.
do you want to do this or?
Yeah, I think we'll pass this over to Niels. This was a good experiment, but
I'm assuming you watched the game as well, right, Niels?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Please have your seat.
Thank you.
I'll be doing the finals.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Emma here.
Hi there.
Pilot of what most definitely is the most innovative, creative, surprising, and awesome to see going off deck at this Invitational. I'm personally a bit sad to see you not in the final, because I would have loved to see another match of that.
Yeah.
But how was it to be here? And
it was incredible, so much fun. I made some mistakes in the first game, didn't notice some lines in the first game of the day, and then this game I made a wrong choice by getting my sideboard card, but the deck is so much fun to play.
It looks a lot of fun.
It does a lot of things. Sometimes they win the game, mostly they just draw me cards, and that's the best part of Magic, so hey.
Yeah, I think you single-handedly have caused a lot more Wilderness Lacrimations to be at the upcoming Gentry Open. That's for sure.
Hope so, because it's the coolest card in the in like current standard. So
okay, so let's have a quick look at your deck here. This. No. Where's your deck?
We showed them separately because I didn't figure out how to move them. Just reload
again. We're looking for my deck.
We're looking for Emma's deck. Emma, there you go. Yes, there we go. Okay. Emma's deck. So
my pile.
Your pile. Tell us about some of your choices first.
First things first, Underworld Breach is the most broken card in Magic, currently legal in most formats, so I thought, let's try and build something around that for Gentry. So the thing I ended up on was the 1,000 Year Storm, because that's one of my pet cards, Underworld Breach, and then you need to loop something back to kill someone. So I ended up on Shock for that.
Wow.
One Shock, because why would you need more? Because you only need one to kill him.
Yeah, it's the 1,000 Year Storm. That's the last card of your deck. So
yeah. How do you survive? You play Fogs and get Fogs back, and Wilderness Reclamation works brilliantly with that.
mm-hmm.
Drawing you cards, untapping your mana, drawing you more cards, finding your storm. Same with the ops. The Grazers are there to survive and to ramp. Growth Spiral is there to ramp. And nothing is greater than, with 1,000 Year Storm out, some Reclamation triggers on the stack, casting some opts, some other spells, and then Growth Spiraling to put down 4 more lands on the battlefield, and then untapping them all.
That does sound very, very juicy. There's some things that I want to talk about. First and foremost,
yes.
A year ago, Taze played this Invitational, and he played 1,000 Year Storm Wilderness Reclamation. That was an homage to you. I'm pretty sure it was even your deck list that he got.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah. So for those of you that like this deck or the concept behind it, just know that Emma very much is the spiritual mother of all of that. Which I think is awesomely cool. Now, getting back to Wilderness Reclamation, there is the win package of Invert Invent.
But that's the easy way to do it. That's not the showboaty way to do it.
But you would agree that
it's better. It's way better. Yeah, I mean,
because when I saw the Ashoks, I was like, okay, I instantly put the two.
Honestly, if you want to
there.
make this competitively, just get out the Fae of Wishes, get out the Ashiok, put in Expansion Explosion and 2 Invert Invents, and then you have a good stock deck that I think does very well in Turbo Fogs, but it's not that fun.
Yeah, okay.
It's more fun.
I totally agree.
And like the Ashioks were great with the Underworld Breach by getting cards back from your graveyard. Sure. Just toss everything in there, you'll get it back later.
Yeah, no, I get that. Okay, do you have anything that you want to add about your match, the event, being here?
It was great fun. Thanks for having me. I had a blast. Yeah, and I'll see you all in the next Gentry Open then.
Awesome. April 11th.